Let's make a cheats version inspired by Tini's mac and cheese with ingredients you can get in Australia. Starting off with about 100 grams of butter, 3 tablespoons of plain flour, and half the seasonings, which I'll put in the captions below. Then you're going to cook this off and you're making a roux. In the meantime, I've got 1 block of cheese. I have 1 hour before my guests arrive, so I'm just cutting this, not grating it. I put 1 can of evaporated milk in here and I'm just cooking it off. Now I'm adding 500 mils of thickened cream. The heat is on the lowest setting and you're just going to cook this through, and I just added the rest of the seasoning. Now for the pasta, I'm cooking it for 6 minutes. That's because you're going to put it in the oven, so I just don't want it to be so mushy. Add your half block of cheese into the sauce until it gets melted. Continue to keep your temperature on low, and if you haven't already, turn on your oven at 230 degrees. Once your pasta is cooked, drain it, and then you're going to add it to the cheese sauce. You're going to mix it all together and make sure all those pieces of pasta are coated with the sauce. Now is your time to taste, so I ended up adding way more salt than I originally started with, but this is where you taste and make sure you do it to your liking. Now we're going to add the pasta to the baking dish and then cover it with the rest of the cheese. Since this is a cheats version, I am not grating the cheese, I'm just doing it in slices. Tini's recipe says not to use the store-bought cheese, which is already grated because of the film that they have on it, and I've just had 1 block of tasty cheese. I put it in the oven for about 25 minutes so that the cheese got all melty and brown. In true Tini style, let's get a piece from the middle. This was so hot, but I loved how much flavor it had. I'll add all the info in the captions.